This is a brief overview of Clarizen project and task statuses and states and how some of these values are calculated. We're looking at a list of tasks for Martin, and the first column we highlight here is green. Here is on track, so it's on time. Yellow is at risk. It's not late yet, but it's at risk of being late. And red is it's off track, it's late. And then the next column is important to look at because that tells you whether the task is executable, meaning ready to work. If this field is empty, like this one, then there is some predecessor task that isn't completed yet, so this task isn't ready to work. And then the next column just tells you that it's active. Some other statuses include on hold, canceled, completed, and draft. But we're just looking at active right now. And then the priority, we normally just leave that blank for normal, but we can also classify tasks or projects as critical or high or low priority. So next we want to look at this, why is this task yellow? Why is it at risk? It's not due until June 13th, and today is June 11th. So why is it yellow? And the easiest way to explain that is to look at the properties of this task. I'm going to click this drop down here and go into more info so we can show that. And for this task here, we had originally estimated that this was going to be 16 hours of work, and it was going to take 4 calendar days to get the work done. So that means that Clarizen is estimating that, okay, you're working probably 4 hours a day, and you should be, now that we're on day 2, you should be 25% complete by now. And if you look back at the task again, you'll see our percent complete is blank at 0%. So if I were to just take this task right now and give it a percent complete of 25, you'll see that it goes green now because we were expected to be, we're on day 2 of a 4-day task, and we should be 25% complete. Now, when Martin goes to close his task and to mark it complete, the really important things to do are, first of all, is to mark the actual time you worked, because we estimated this was going to take 16 hours, but it could have taken a lot more or a lot less time than that. And this field right here is what's used for time tracking, for time reporting. So I'm going to say it took half the time we expected. Oops, sorry. 8 hours. And I'm going to say it's 100% complete. And you notice here the end date is now today. Actual start date, it's really helpful for you and your managers if you fill that in, but it's not required. It's optional. Actual end date is automatically filled in when you mark it complete. And you'll see here that now that it's complete, this column here is now checked that it's complete. And then we'll also just briefly mention, we looked at this item here that's not ready to work. And if you only want to see tasks that are ready to work that are executable, there are 2 ways you can do that. And one is you can just filter on this column right here, executable yes or no. And you can also highlight this filter icon here, and you can select the drop-down box, and you can select different statuses you might want to look at, like maybe I only want to see tasks that are executable and off track. And then you just change your filter, back to whatever you want by clearing it. And that concludes states and statuses.